Hello and welcome to this new Mayastar7 feature video. So today we're going to take a deeper look into the rest of the dummy painting tools. And this time, after we have exported the texturing dummy and we did some painting over it, we're ready to bring in these the dummy textures. So import dummy textures. We're going to take a deeper look in another video about the topic of the textures themselves. But as a basic, you just need to know that even though they're not in use, the alpha channels on your textures must be there. Okay, so the transferring facility that Maya offers relies on always having the alpha channels in every single image. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. Okay, so let's take a look. I have two different examples. All right, let's take a look at those. So I have texture transfer, and I have two materials. Okay, so material one is a full material, a fully fledged material where we have more than one texture, and all of these, even though the transparency is not in use, was saved as a TGA file, 32 bits, with an alpha channel, completely white, so it's opaque, but it is nonetheless there in the image. Okay. And then the other one instead is another type of video, a type of image, that's material 2, which is something that we could define like a tattoo, not really a tattoo over here, but it gives you an idea. I'm not a tattoo artist, so I just painted on top of the skin something that might be a tattoo kind of thing. Okay, so let's go ahead with that. We first do the material 1. Come on, the material 1. Okay, and I'm gonna do the base color. Now, you may have noticed in the previous videos that we have a image name field that says object name if left empty, and so far we didn't use it. But in this case, with material 1, that we have a base color, height, normal, and roughness that we want to transfer over. This might be actually the case. So for now, I'm gonna do cancel, and I will start with the color. Okay, so I will set this image name as color. This will allow us to create different textures instead of replacing the previously exported ones. Okay, so import dummy textures. We go to texture transfer, material 1, and I will start with the color. So as soon as I choose that, which is like a leather pillow type of thing that I mapped as a triplanar mapping in Substance Painter. Okay, I'm gonna do open. And it's done. All right, so we're going to take a look in there. That's the wrong one. Texture transfer, material 1, and we have texture transfer. All right, so I'm gonna open this one with Photoshop, and we're going to take a look at a detail that is quite important, at least for what concerns texturing in Second Life. So you may have noticed that the texture has been transferred within the UV boundaries, but then we have this black background. And that is something that we should be avoiding. Okay, we should be fixing afterwards, and I will show you how. Let's take a first look at how it works. So you see that yeah, that's fine. Okay. So as you can see, that's been transferred pretty well, but these jagged edges that you can see are actually where the UV map borders are placed. Okay, and these may or may not create some black seams along the UV seams on the object. Okay, and yeah, the way we should be doing this instead, I will leave Photoshop open, is to mark this as alpha texture. All right, so if I do again the same procedure, material 1, base color, as soon as it's done, we will see that things change, and we have now a alpha transparent background, which will lead us to fix the possible leaking of the background color along the UV mapping, along the UV seams map on the map. In Photoshop, you can download the Flaming Pear freebies and install them following the instructions on the website, Flaming Pear. There are a few for sale add-ons for Photoshop, but these can be found in the freebie area, so it's completely free to download. And what we look for is the Solidify family of plugins. I like the Solidify C for this job, and that actually does a dilation infinite, so that things just work, and you will not get the background leaking into the texture along the UV seam on the maps. And then you should, of course, then you should be saving this, and that's fine. Okay, so this was the very first user case type. The other type of user case is, oh yeah, we have the naming here. Sorry, I have to point that out. Pelted map color, that's exactly what we have input here. And then the texture transfer lower 1, lower 2, upper 1, and upper 2. Okay, so let's do this for the normal map. For example, it might be interesting to see. So we put in normal. Okay, again, alpha texture. Texture transfer, material 1, and we look for the normal map. Now it does its job. And you see now that the textures are being saved side by side with the color, the same color map. We also have the normal map for the same textures remapped onto the Second Life UV. Once again, we go to Filter, Flaming Pear, and Solidify. And we have a dilation infinite type of effect, so that we have a fully fledged normal map that works. Okay, so if you're using another software, this is something that most likely is available in form of external plugin or already included in the package. So for example, GIMP has a script that actually fills in the blank spaces exactly like this one. Photoshop is the one that I use and that I know. Its name is Flaming Pear Solidify. And I guess also Krita and others, Corel Draw also have Corel Photo Pro I don't remember, so long that I didn't use the Corel suite, but that is something that is most likely available in most of the 2D editing packages. All right, so this is what the very old Maya uh, core base is able and capable of doing, but it just saves a lot of time in doing such kind of operations. So it is something that is of great help. So I'm not gonna save this anyway. Not really interested in covering an avatar in a sort of pillow looking like material. Let's take a look at the other example. Okay, so I'm gonna remove the image name and I'm going to import a dummy texture from the other example material, which is the number 2. And this one is the sort of type of tattoo. Okay, so it was green just to make a point and make it better visible. Okay, so I'm gonna open that, and that works exactly the same, with the difference though that this time we don't have to solidify this one. It is already good to go, as it is to use as a tattoo, and it's already mapped. All right, so in this case, it's best to use the alpha texture in general. Okay, so that you can solidify to avoid the color leaking along the UV seams, or for the tattoo-like type of textures. All right, so yeah, that's it for this video. I thank you very much for watching, and I see you all next time with the explanation about the alpha channels within the images to make this thing work. So until then, have fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye.